Hello Virgo, and welcome to the Green Women Tarot. This is your reading for the first half of February 2021. So that's from the 1st of February to about the 15th. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle. And this is the Magickal herb oracle that I'll be using today just to draw a couple of cards to start your reading off with. So let's see what words of wisdom the mysterious oracle has for Virgo for the first half of February 2021. What messages are here for Virgo for the first half of February 2021? What does Virgo need to know? So I'll just fan the deck out and draw a couple of cards for you. Let's take one from each end and let's see what you get. You have clarity, right? Being opaque, not being opaque, being clear. Things perhaps you need to be clear in your communication, or it speaks of clear communication, conciseness in conveying thoughts, but it also may indicate that things become clearer for you. Answers are appearing, and suddenly what was obscure is now clear. And then you've got cleanse with colt's foot, and that speaks of perhaps needing, in order to find that clarity, it looks to me like a bit of spring, it does speak a bit of spring cleaning, but you know, it needn't be physical spring cleaning. Perhaps, you know, there's clutter, and that may be literal clutter that needs clearing away, and so that you can brighten things up, so that, you know, you can see things clearly in a bright new light. And it may, you know, it may involve cleaning away things that have become jaded, and you know, sometimes it does look to me a lot like, on a very practical level, having a bit of a clear out and tidying up, making your environment crisp, clean, and that would be good for you. You know, reflect on your inner self, and you'll be able to find that new enthusiasm, that sense of brightness. I just get a sense of, like, also like perhaps, you know, new hairdo, new outfit, you know, sort of where things have become dull, where you may be feeling down and flat, perhaps rejuvenating yourself through taking time with your appearance, and taking time to with your environment, with your, you know, with where you are, keeping things, you know, making things a bit of a clear up, a bit of a scrubbing up here and a decluttering there will make all the difference to your mindset. It does seem, though, Virgo, about spring cleaning. I know it's a bit early for spring, but just bringing a new lease of life through brightening things up on a basic and simple level. But let's see where the rest of the reading goes. Let's see what's on the cards for Virgo for the first half of February 2021. What does Virgo need to know? What messages are here for Virgo for the first half of February? Okay, so today I'm using the Tarot Mucha for you, and I'll draw 8 cards for your spread. The first 2 cards depict you where you are now. The next 2 cards highlight the challenges you face at this time, and you know what the overarching energies or what's brought you there. And then the next 2 cards offer some guidance from Spirit. And then the final 2 cards may reveal your possible outcome. So let's see what you get. You have the Queen of Cups and the Tower. Big clear out, you see. And then you have the Hanged Man and the World as your challenge cards, and then your guidance from Spirit is the King of Pentacles and the Devil. And then that leads you to the 2 of Swords. It's all about choice. And the Knight of Cups. Fascinating. And then you've got the 7 of Pentacles here, which shows, you know, you've been working hard at things, building something up. You've put in a lot of time, energy and focus, and you've created something good, something solid, but it's not quite come to fruition yet. It still requires your patience and your attentiveness still, but you're waiting. You've laid all down the solid roots, you've the solid foundations, you know, you've set roots, you've laid down the foundations, you've done the work, and progress is there, but it's not completion yet. So the Queen of Cups, what I get from that today is like perhaps you're sitting with a sense of as I said, you know, feeling a bit emotional, feeling a bit down, a bit flat, but endeavouring to master your emotions, to be able to get on top of them, and you know, through that, you know, being able to be compassionate and help, you know, nurturing to those who rely on you. But there's this Tower which shows, you know, big disruption. Perhaps it's simply in the form of a moment of epiphany, but I get a sense here the emotions run high, and there's perhaps an argument, an outburst, or an outburst has caused this emotion to well up, and now you're sort of sitting in you're sort of feeling, trying to be stable, yet feeling your foundations have been shaken. And the Tower moment is all about that. It's all about, you know, facades being stripped away, sudden jolt of consciousness that sort of throws things off balance and causes you to look at things and see that, you know, perhaps it's not been quite as stable or secure as you thought it was. From this big moment of epiphany, from this, you know, disruption, which is sudden and, you know, maybe frightening even, but certainly seems to tear things down. But from that, after that, you can begin to rebuild anew, rebuild something stronger and more secure. So, you know, it talks about storms. Storms are disruptive and unpleasant and frightening, but, you know, when they're past, things are washed clean, things are laid bare, and that debris is washed away, and a new time begins, a new emergence begins. And there you've even got here the World, which speaks of a new phase, something having come to its natural conclusion, to completion, and it puts you in a new role, on a new path. And your challenge now is to see that in a positive light and embrace it, because it's full of potential for you. It can lead you to success. And you've got the Hanged Man here as well, which is, your challenge is to find the enlightenment, find the good in this. I get a sense it sort of suggests you step back, look at things in a new perspective. And that's probably what the Tower moment brings, a chance to look at things in a different angle or in a different light. And, it's sort of about pausing, putting things on hold a bit so that you can get that enlightenment, get that answer, and that comes through looking at things differently, which may well be brought on by a disruptive force. So there's your challenges to, embrace this difficult change, this sudden disruption, and use it to your best advantage, because what it does is it opens up a new beginning for you. And in order to see that new beginning, you need to be receptive to the positive, and get a sense here. He hangs himself upside down in order to gain enlightenment, and there is his enlightenment. That's why he has that shining halo around him. Just looking at the lovely cards. So yeah, this cleanse may come from a disruption that suddenly urges you to move, to take action. But it's getting down from that moment from that time of inaction, using that time of inaction productively through seeking answers from within, and realizing that perhaps what may seem like a difficult ending is actually a new beginning, a new potential. And you've even got here in your guidance cards the Devil card, which sort of indicates, it sort of implies what I'm getting from it today, so that there may be a tendency to think of things or to immerse yourself in a very material state without, looking beyond that. The devil speaks of toxicities and things that may seem very luring and very beautiful, very comfortable, things that you may become hooked on, that later, to your detriment, you find that they've chained you down. And perhaps it sort of suggests that whatever was thrown apart here, whatever this sudden and difficult disruptive ending was, it ended something that actually held you in bondage, something that didn't quite fit, something that seemed comfortable, secure and steady, but was in fact not stable and sort of crumbled at the slightest, or at the first jolt of realization or the first challenge. And the thing with the devil is that you're chained to whatever it is, but it's about choices as well. It sort of suggests that it's an illusion, this thing that holds you, that power. You've handed your power over to something or someone, and all it takes is for you to draw the line and walk away. And you know, the King of Pentacles suggests that you will be able to build something up stable and secure. Something that may take a long time and a lot of hard work and focus, but it sort of shows you have the potential to master your or, you know, to attain what you'd like, that to attain that sense of comfort and material security, but it needs to be built up slowly and gradually by you. The King of Pentacles is all about having good business acumen and good work ethics that sort of slowly build something up. And there you've got the Seven of Pentacles. It's sort of saying you know, that's what you're working towards. The King of Pentacles suggests that you will get there, but you need to be patient and continue to endeavour. Where does all this lead you? So it leads you to a moment of needing to make a decision, a choice, a path, because you know, it's right in line with a new phase. That stepping into that new phase may mean that you're at an impasse. You need to make a decision, a choice, in order to move on. Looking for that clarity here, actually. And it suggests that you know the answer within you. Again, that sort of connects to the Hanged Man. I get a sense that this is what the inaction is about, trying to make that decision, trying to you know, a fear of making a wrong decision, perhaps a fear of repeating this sort of energy, and a sense that you can't see clearly the way. Oh, and there you got your clarity card, as I said. But the Two of Swords suggests that, you know, tapping into your intuition, because you do know the answers from within. Again, this is about needing to see things in a new perspective. The reason why the figure here is blindfolded is to indicate that she's not seeing clearly. She's either avoiding the truth, or she does not have all the facts known to her, but intuitively she will find them. And then she'll be able to make her choice and move on. And if she doesn't make that choice, she's going to sit in that moment of impasse for a long time. So it's sort of urging you to tap into your intuition and move on, make that choice, choose that path, and go forward with it. And where does that lead you? It takes you through to an offer, actually, seeking for something that brings that joy, that love, that contentment. So it leads you to your outcome cards. Sort of indicate a choice needs to be made, and that choice seems to be linked with an offer, and that offer is something that is something that's you love. It could for some of you be an offer of love, but it could well just be an offer that a chance to do something you love, something that is creative and something that you wished for, something that can bring you that contentment and joy. So it's a bit of a difficult couple of weeks for you. So it seems like you know, there's a big clear out that's linked to a moment of epiphany or a disruption, like an outburst. But there are positive sides, that positive aspects that come from that, and that's a new phase, a new beginning, and it leads you on to having to make a choice, but that choice is linked with finding something you love. And the guidance card suggests that you will master, you'll sort of overcome the difficulties here in order to build up something strong and solid and stable. And it warns to avoid getting trapped in something that may well be alluring. This is, you know, no wonder it's a difficult decision you've got to make, because, you know, there's something very alluring. You want to find that true love and that true stability and security, but you need to take your time in order to make that right decision, and using your intuitive knowledge. Make sure, if you know, you can gather together the facts and see the whole picture clearly. Clarity. Wow. So there you have it, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and then enjoy the first half of the month, and God bless you till we meet again.